Question of the day. If you pull cheese out of your fridge and it's got hard spots on the outside of it, or maybe a little mold, what do you do with it? For the love of God, don't throw it away. Don't do it. Don't do it. Hey everybody, welcome back to Gouda Goals. Today we have kind of a fun cheese. This is a horseradish cheddar. Get a little up close of it there. It's from Kroger. We got a couple weeks ago when we were down in Louisiana on our way back from the Gulf. So we opened it up because my wife wanted to try it, and I purposely left it open on one side, not completely open, but wrapped over to let it harden. You can see right there, it's hardened, it's not soft. This is a soft cheese in the middle. Now, a lot of people will pull something like this out of their fridge and say, oh, it's hardened on one of the sides, it must be bad, we gotta throw it away. Do you throw it away? No, you don't throw it away. You can actually cut the hard part off, and it's completely like new on the inside of it. Like new, fresh. And my wife actually told me that you can take the hard part of it and put it in with a stock, and it helps create a stock for cooking soup and whatnot like that with the hard piece that you cut off. So it's usable. Also, if you ever find a cheese that has maybe a little bit of mold on the outside of it, same thing. Cut the end of it off and you can eat it. So the answer is yes, you can eat it. So let's cut the hard part off of this and try this cheese. Alright, so I cut the hard part off and got a little piece of the middle. So that's what it looks like. It's got a little squish to it, so it's like a semi-soft. So I think this is like a cheddar with a horseradish mixed into it. It's made from cow's milk, and like I said, it's from Kroger's. They actually have a very good selection at the Kroger's in Bossier City, which is where we went to. They had some names I'd never heard of before, and just a really good selection. So this was one of the ones that when we stopped to pick up some gas, my wife went inside and picked up a couple different cheeses, and she likes kind of a spice, so she picked up the horseradish. So let's try it out and see how it is. So it tastes like a sharp cheddar, if you would call it, with just a little kick to it. It almost tastes kind of like a wasabi, which, and if you didn't know, some restaurants will actually take and crush up horseradish and dye it green and call that wasabi. So it's not actually wasabi, but a horseradish dyed green, and you get that same taste out of it. But I can taste that in this. Has that wasabi, if you will, taste. The horseradish. It's pretty good though. Now it's not too spicy. It just has that aftertaste of like a wasabi or a horseradish type kick. Be a good one to put on a cheese tray. I bet it melts pretty good. This would actually probably be good in a grilled cheese as well, which most cheeses can be put in a grilled cheese. But once you get these cheeses with different flavor profiles, you kind of can test different ways to make grilled cheese and see what you like. So here it is again, horseradish cheddar. And it's Kroger's brand. Good job, Kroger. Here's a fun lesson for you. So horseradish got its name from Germany. It was called Meeresradish, and that's because it was grown by the sea, is why they call it that. Well, somebody from another country heard it and called it Meeresradish, which mare is a horse, and so that kind of took off, and then the size of it was big, and coarse, so it kind of stuck with the name horseradish. So a little info for you today about horseradish. Also, grated horseradish, you have to immediately mix with vinegar, or else it'll turn pretty much black on you and go rancid. So a couple years back, we went to this restaurant in the Gulf, and they had these little cups sitting on the table, and it had ground up horseradish in it. And we had asked the waitress, hey, what are these things for? And she goes, do you like cocktail sauce? And like, yeah. And so she's like, you take the ketchup and you mix it with the horseradish, and that's how you make cocktail sauce. What? And so it kind of blew our minds. We mixed it together, tried it, and it tastes awesome because it's super fresh. It's not been sitting around in a bottle for months. So if you ever need horseradish sitting around and ketchup and you need cocktail sauce, mix them together, or do it anyway because it's awesome. It tastes great. Well, thanks again for joining me. Thank you to Kroger. Y'all did a great job selecting your cheeses in that store down in Bossier City, Louisiana. If you guys like this episode, click the like button. Make sure you are subscribing. My children. You guys want to see something cool? Take your mouse and move it down over the subscribe button. Now take the left mouse button and click it one time. You are a subscriber to Gouda Goals. Thank you. Now since you hit the subscribe button, you can do the happy subscriber dance. So hit that subscribe button, share it with a friend, and let's share the knowledge of cheese with the world. You guys have a great night.